Duck Dynasty ended almost 10 years ago. Did you guys think when that was over that you guys would be coming back?
I'm on record as telling Willie that his family's not normal. People have followed our family for a very long time.
Like, so much has changed, and I think that's the fun part.
Like how many people live, and I had to count. It's over 40 family members live on the same property.
You guys are back with a new show. Duck Dynasty ended almost 10 years ago. Did you guys think when that was over that you guys would be coming back with a new show?
Mom?
Well, yes and no. I felt like we thought after that we would be in entertainment because we had fun. We enjoyed doing it. We saw kind of the value of entertainment and the power of entertainment, which y'all know very well. At Movieguide, we just saw the power of family entertainment and having faith as part of our show. And so it wasn't like we didn't want to be in entertainment, but I don't think we ever thought we would do Duck Dynasty again because it felt like such a thing, and it was like a special thing, and it was amazing, but it felt like it kind of lived in its moment and we would do something else. But then here we are. Never
Duck
say
Dynasty,
never.
the
You
revival.
never know. Duck Dynasty the Revival, yes.
But to see you guys all in full parent mode with full, all the kids around, how do you instill that faith that you all have into your kids and that relationship with God?
Yeah, it's so cool that you asked this question, especially being Movie Guide, just because we do believe that entertainment has such a huge impact on who you are and who you become. And I think first and foremost, who's around you, shapes who you are and who you become and the conversations you have and you really believing it. And Mom always says, the biggest thing that you can do for your kids is if you believe something, act that way. The hardest thing would be saying you believe something and then not actually living it out in your life, which is so true. But I say this to say, so Honey, we took her to see that new movie, King of Kings, recently. And what's so cool is that we are obviously strong believers. I preach places, we pray, we do all the things, we love God, it's who we are. But Honey's never really talked about it herself, talked about faith a lot. She just is around it and it's a part of our family, but she hasn't really started talking about it. And she's only 4, just turned 4, so I didn't expect her to. But when we saw that movie, since we have seen it, she does not stop talking about Jesus. She brings her Bible everywhere. She preaches everywhere. She loves to pray now. She was telling me the other day about Jesus being baptized and all this stuff. And that was because she saw that movie. And it's not things that we haven't necessarily told her. It was just it hit her different when she saw it played out in a story. And that made me really excited for this show, like we talked about, because I do think what you watch really does impact who you become. And we sometimes can be so flippant with the things we watch and things we listen to and whatnot, and it, affects our behavior. And so one of the things we did say from the beginning of the show is that we do want it to be a light to people. Now, we're not preaching throughout the show. That's not, what we're talking about, but the fruit of the Spirit, I think, is just integrated all throughout it. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, all the things, forgiveness, family dynamics, all of it is so, I think, represents a family who loves God, and hopefully people will see that and, like you mentioned, want to mimic that in their own life and search for that in their own life.
Yes. Now, Miss Korie, you were the one who saw the gold in the family dynamic of the Robertsons. What is it that you saw in this new generation where you said, okay, this needs to go on camera. This needs to be shown to America?
That's a good question.
Funny. Well, the first time around, yes, I'm on record as telling Willie that his family's not normal, which is why we should have done reality TV.
Which is one of the 4 versions of reality TV. Remember, one of it is
Yes.
Weird Family. It's Unusual Family is a category of reality TV. I think we land under that.
Is that what we landed under this time too?
I think we might. I don't know.
I feel like this time around, it's not that we're not normal. It's just that I think people have followed our family for a very long time, and they still do. And it's so special, and it's really an honor to us that people follow our family and want to know what's going on and want to know an update. And we found ourselves in this place where most of our kids have kind of moved away, are gotten married, are done whatever, and kind of come back here, and everyone's are working in the family business or around the family business in some way. We all live together on the same property, literally. And so it just felt like the right time to kind of update everybody on where our life is now. And when we originally started talking about this show, we were calling it The Next Generation because we were the show was really generational. Phil and Kay were the grandparents. we were the parents and these were our kids. So this is really that continuation of that. Now we're the grandparents. Our kids are grown adults now and they have kids on their own and parents of their own.
So it's been, like I said, almost 10 years and a lot has changed. What would you guys say is the biggest difference this show versus the previous?
Gosh, I think so much has changed. Someone asked me the other day, we were doing kind of our promos for the show, and the social media team was like, "What's the biggest thing that's changed in your life since the last time people saw you on TV?" I was like, everything. Like the last time people saw me on TV, I was graduating high school, and now I'm married. I have, 2 kids, one on the way. Yes, we all do actually. Bella and I work in the Duck Commander warehouse. This is where my podcast studio is. This is where my team LO is based. Bella, is the store manager here, and like so much has changed. And I think that's the fun part. Like you asked about why it was time to bring cameras back in, is that, the first season or the first show was so based around this warehouse. And for a time, not everybody was here. Most of the family wasn't here. But then after the pandemic, we all kind of found ourselves back here in our own lane, just in the same warehouse. And that was not for TV. That was just because of how life panned out with the pandemic happening and everybody kind of coming back home. And so we look up and Mom's like, this actually is good for TV. We're kind of back where we started, but with a new generation. And around that time, we just kind of so happened to have the right conversations at the right time. And, A&E was interested again. And so much has changed, but the family, the heart of it's the same. The place is the same, but new and different. It's like the heart is the same, but so many things just with life have happened and changed.
I was trying to kind of do the numbers in my head just a little bit, but do you think you guys could give us exactly how many people are we going to see on Duck Dynasty the Revival? Like if you had to give even just a ballpark number.
Someone asked me the other day how many people live in our neighborhood. We all kind of live in the same neighborhood. Family, it's my side of the family and Willie's side of the family. So we say Willie and I are like the common denominator. It's everybody. And someone asked how many people live, and I had to count. It's over 40 family members live on the same property. And I was like, they were like, how many houses? And I was like trying to count. I was like, I think it's like 12 houses, maybe. Maybe not even that many. Anyway, there's a lot of us right there on the same property. Also, as Sadie mentioned, we're all right here we're in the Duck Commander warehouse right now, which is funny because it's like half camo and like ducks and deer and half like white and like pink and LO and all things LO. And so you also get to see not just family members, but you see some of the people our teams that work for Duck Commander and Live Original and all the different companies that we have going on right here, Tread Lively, our production company. So the company meetings are really funny, and you get to see some of those on the show because all these different, you can tell Team LO, all the girls, they're like young and fashionable and all that. And then you guys
all in pink.
And all in pink. And then the guys who
everybody
are in the duck call room who just sit in the duck call room and put duck calls together every day, or in all camo and they don't talk a lot.
Work here, but I want to just come to the company meeting.
Before we even talked about doing another show, at our company meetings, we would always say, man, if we still did TV, this is funny TV. Just because it is a funny dynamic, The Office, which is going to be something that, that's so new for people. What The Office used to be has changed a lot, but it is still really funny.
And Bella crosses both worlds because she works for Duck Commander, so she's in the camo hunting side. She's young and cute and fashionable, so she's helping Duck Commander step it up and make our merch fashionable and cool again.
You get the dark green, but it's a vest.
Yeah, so I'm wearing camo jeans and a cute t-shirt, or a camo t-shirt and cute jeans. I'm trying to bridge the two because I'm I need to look the part, but I also am not going all the way in.
You gotta keep it stylish.
Yeah, keep it fashionable. Oh, I'm excited for that. I loved camo because of Duck Dynasty. I started to wear more camo things, but I would try and make them more girly. See, that's gonna be the new trend. Next year's time, everyone's gonna be wearing camo in different styles and be like, oh yes, Bella inspired.
Yes.
Well, I think Camo is kind of taking the world by storm.
No, it really has. Honestly, when the first Duck Dynasty came out, we noticed that when I was in LA, everybody was like making Camo like a fashionable piece, you know?
Yeah. Bring it back.
Yep.
So last question. You said you had like 40 people. Sadie, one of my favorite videos from Movie Guide is the promo that you did when you hosted the Movie Guide Awards. When is Duck Dynasty Revival going to come to the Movie Guide Awards? We need all of you guys. We need the full family unit to just take up like 10 tables.
We'll take it by storm. We will love to. I know.
On the bus.
That's something I need to redeem is me hosting the Movie Guide Awards because, you know, this is actually true. This is a true story. It was hosting the Movie Guide Awards that made me realize I don't think I am reading like the rest of the world. And then that's what led me to find out that I actually am dyslexic because reading the prompter from the stage, I struggled so much during that. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't do this very well. Anyway, since then, I learned so much about myself and gotten very good at reading teleprompters, and I need redemption. So all that to say, we're taking it by storm, and I'll redeem my hosting from the first time.
So our family motto has always been faith, family, ducks in that order. So I will say faith, family is still exactly the same in that order, but the last category is just a little expanded.
Up for grabs. I would say
We've been
fun.
saying fun.
Yeah, fun.
Faith, family, fun. There's still some duck hunting. There's still some ducks and all that. But with this generation, we're bringing a lot more categories to the table.
It's expanded even more. Oh, that sounds so good. Thank you guys so much for talking. Make sure to go and watch Duck Dynasty The Revival on June 1st. Perfect Sunday activity to have with your family. Family friendly, gather. That sounds like so much fun.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And if you want more content like this, head over to movieguide.org. Movie Guide is a nonprofit organization, and we are supported every day by viewers like you.